Hello, I'm Tatiana with Tatiana's Blankets. Today in this video I want to show you how I crochet corner to corner blankets. I wouldn't consider this video as a tutorial. It's just an introduction of my way to crochet corner to corner blankets. Before we start, I want to say a few words about myself. I moved to the USA from Ukraine in my 40s, and I learned English in my adult age. You can hear my accent, and please forgive me if I use sometimes incorrect words, but I'll try to do my best. Let's start crocheting. I'm going to use this ball of yarn. It's for medium yarn and hook 5.5 millimeters. Slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and pinch this loop, this one that next to the hook. 3 more, 1, 2, 3, double stitch into pinched loop, and 2 more double stitches into next 2 loops. Turn. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, pinch 1, 2, 3, double stitch into pinched loop, two more double stitches into next 2 loops, and slip stitch with very first square. I'm going to this space and slip stitch 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Turn. Now I continue this side. The same thing. 1, 2, 3. Pinch. 1, 2, 3. Double stitch into pinched loop. 2 more into next 2. Slip stitch 1, 2, 3. It's like every time counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Go into this space, slip stitch 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, turn. Now I continue this side. Let's crochet a couple more rows and I will be back. I finished 6 rows and now I want to pick up my right side and wrong side. At first, when I just start, I don't really worry about it, but at some point I need to choose which one side I'm gonna count as right side. So to be consistent, I made a few instructions for myself, And very first instruction is how to pick up right side or wrong side. How I would know is this side or this side? They look the same, but they are not the same. If you look at very first square, if I hold it like this right now, you can see that these stitches goes, can you see it? Goes this way, vertical way, vertical like this. To me, this is gonna be wrong side. If you turn it this way, you can see, and look at the very first square, you see this stitches goes this way, horizontal way. So to me, this side, it's going to be right side, always. This is helps me to be consistent when I'm crocheting different blankets, different graph guns, what is important for graph guns or graph blankets. It helps me to crochet graph guns or graph blankets because my right side is always going to be the same, and all my graphs gonna be oriented the same way. So what I do at this point, I want to get a stitch marker, and I also don't like to have this long tail. What I do, I kind of roll it around the finger and I put it on a stitch marker, and I want to twist and put it again on a stitch marker to make it smaller, and clip it on this side. So now I know this is going to be my right side and my stitch marker on my right side, and I don't have this long tail. When I make big blankets, I don't really want to have this long tail. Okay, what we're gonna do next? Now I want to show you how I do decrease. Go to the space, slip stitch, go to the next space, slip stitch, go to the space, slip stitch, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and I'll meet you here. At this point, we can continue increasing and do this side longer, and start decreasing here, or we could start decreasing here, depending on what size we need to get on this side. Okay, so let's decrease, turn, and I do the same thing that I did on the another corner. Slip stitch, go to this space, slip stitch, go to this space, slip stitch, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Let's finish decreasing and I'll meet you at this corner. I crocheted my last square and I do slip stitch, turn, and I don't want to finish at this spot. I want to go to the corner and finish at the corner. So I do my slip stitches and it's done. So this work can be finished here, but I like to make borders around my blankets. So what I do, I crochet one round single stitches around my blanket. I'll show you how I do it. So one, in this space where is a chain, I crochet one single stitch. Between squares space, I crochet one single stitch. In this square with three double stitches, I crochet two singles, one, and I go to this space, one single between squares, one single this space where is chain is, one single between squares, two singles here, one single, so total two singles in this square, one single between squares, one single in this space where a chain is, one single, one, and in this space in the corner I crochet one single, chain two, and one single in the same space. And now I do the same. I'll meet you at this corner. When I approach this corner, I want to take off that slip stitch, and I have my tail free. So continue one single, I go to this space single, and I go to this space to make my corner, one single, one, two, and the same space, one single, and I'll meet you at this corner. So at this corner I want to use this space to make my corner, one single, two, one single, and I want to put one more single in this space. Only I don't like to have this big open space. So what I do, I just insert my hook in this stitch, some spot in this stitch, doesn't really matter which exactly, but just I want to go to this stitch and make single. So you see in this case we have our corner, and we have one stitch into this square, and continue. I also want to show you this my very last side. This space between squares is kind of like too thick, too chunky, and I don't want to put my single around all this thick spot, because it just doesn't look nice. So what I do, I just insert my hook kind of like inside of this chunk and make my single little bit smaller than if I would go through this space. So, and everything else the same, a single here, and now between these two squares I go to the inside of this spot, the two singles here and one single. I go to this inside and this space, one go inside, one and one. And now I have this, my last corner. Crochet 2, insert to this spot and slip stitch, and I got my fourth corner. Now you can see this chain around blanket, and we can do any border that we want, or we can leave it this way, which is okay too. Now I want to show you a little bit different increase and decrease corner to corner crochet. Let's crochet last square in a row, slip stitch, 1 2 3, 1 2 and 3. But instead of go to this space, go to this space in the chain, pull up the loop and finish our third stitch. And you can see this side is really straight, and it's good to use this method when we don't want to make borders. Now we want to decrease. Turn, slip stitch into this space, slip stitch into this space, and slip stitch. Instead of go to this space that we did before, we go to the space into chain. Now 1 2 3, 1 2 3. And in this case we have a nice straight sides, and it doesn't really need borders, but we still can make any borders that we want. At this point I want to finish my video, and I'll see you in my next videos where I'm going to show how I crochet graph guns or graph blankets. Have a nice day everyone. Bye.